Support the tracks that support you.
I agree. Why talk smack if you don't bet the only two tracks who care about what we're betting? You know what I mean? They're giving us a fighting chance. I mean, why are you not supporting them?
That statement right there is more important to us than even introducing ourselves to start the show. That's how important it is. But welcome, everyone. Welcome, DTL crew. My name is Frank Scatoni, and I am always happy to be next to the man who picks us up when we're feeling down and we're in trouble.
I'm Ciaran Thornton. I don't have stage fright because Frank only wins when he does like a 15-page write-up that no one reads. And then he's like, oh, I had the double yet.
You're so full of it, man. I think I'm more red than War and Peace, for goodness sake.
At least I throw it out there so that they can throw the knives and the hatchets and everything they throw at us. Like, why would you do that kind of bet? And then when you win, you're like, well, you sucked yesterday, so it doesn't matter what you pick today.
See, that's what makes this show so great. I'm more of a figure out a horse's chances by telling a little bit of a story. Ciaran's more stat-driven, intuitive, alcohol-driven. So that's.
I can't believe that last race. You know, I actually thought on the pick 3, I really loved the 2. Like, I thought he was going to smoke it in the turn. I was off the 6, who finished pretty good with Freshu, but I think Freshu's kind of off right now. That's the race Mike Smith would win on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's my nemesis right there. That's the kind of race he blows up tickets.
Yeah, I'm annoyed at that horse. I'm annoyed at myself. I actually did like the horse. Originally, I had the horse as an A.
I did too, and Usually I'll throw it in because after you introduced me to Mike Smith, I was like, oh, he's my man now. But I didn't think the price was good enough. And I really thought the 2 would smoke them and the 6 would come in second is how I played.
The monkey off your back with Mike Smith. I am on record. Jeff Soto, one of our DTL crew members, did put out on X, Frank. He was in to go 2 with my 2 horses in this race coming up, and then my single in the last. And I said, actually, go spready 1, 2, 4, 6. I felt the least strong about that turf race than I do about the races we're actually going to talk about. So forget about that race. Happy for those who are still alive.
Yeah,
we got bigger fish to fry here because I actually have some strong opinions in this sequence, and it's been a minute since I've been able to narrow down the last 2 races to only a couple of logical contenders. That always seems to happen to me on Saturday when we don't have a show. You know, of course, you put out your pick yesterday. It didn't hit, but my AA combo hit. And, I got, other than the people who read my 2,000 word commentary.
How many A's did you have in that race? 8?
How many what?
How many A's? There was 8 A's on your.
No. I had endlessly in Sumter and endlessly scratched. So there was 1 A, and then in the last race, there were 3 A's.
I will say
you had 2 of them
on the same horse, Sumter, but we didn't get the price. Like I said, even my write-up when I sent it out to the crew, and I was like, "Yeah, we're not getting this price." I even thought 3-1 would be 4 or 3-1. What did it go off at? 9-5, 8-5.
No, it went off at 2-1, but that was not to knock morning lines, but that was a really bad one.
The problem with the morning lines, we're not getting paid when they're wrong like that in this day and age. And just look at what's going on in Keeneland. Hopefully we have some Keeneland gamblers right now, because if you're talking smack about Keeneland and not playing California right now, stop talking smack. You're just all like,
it drives me crazy. Ciaran, it's like fatigue. It's Keeneland fatigue. You spend an hour on X complaining about it,
and you don't have tracks that are nice. Like, dude, let's make this late double a $500,000 double one day. And I think the other tracks will pay attention when that happens.
Absolutely. I'm with you.
We talked about it in the last. I'm not for it, but I think the greatest thing that could happen for us is if we see odds changes at the Breeders' Cup, because they said, nope, let them go wild. And now maybe things will change, but I don't think they will. We just got to play these low takeouts right now.
Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see. The Breeders' Cup actually doubled down and said, well, our liquidity is so strong that even the presence of the CRWs, the odds shifts aren't going to matter that much. And they may be right, but there might be another group lurking in the distance that has been saving their money.
The fact they said that, I think the CAW is going to, hey, guys, we'll make our next 2 years right now, because they can see the writing on the wall. They're like, they're going to probably shut us down soon.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Hammer them.
Ciaran, that was my thought. It was like there might be a couple of teams out there just saving bankroll, and they're going to triple their handle that day because, apparently the Breeders' Cup doesn't care about it.
We probably have some lawyers who've lost some money, and they're probably circling around and going, hey, class action suit. How are you able to bet? Because everyone's bets. I mean, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, especially when you own the tracks. There's some interesting times coming, I think. But let's focus on this one.
That's
where
right.
We actually have the chance.
All right, before we get going, Ciaran, let me just roll through the comments real quick to welcome some people. Nick Sievers teased us that he was going to join. He did, but now he's out. Late pick 3 and
I was out too. And
he's missing his opportunity.
I spread a little bit, but yeah. Mike Smith
Cat
again.
ate my form from California, from Canada. Welcome. Hello, boys. Scurvy Tooth, you're back. Hello, everyone. Go DTL. Great day. Aggies win. Cowboys en route for a W. You can take the Texas out of the girl. No, you can take the girl out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the girl. LD, good handicapping today. Yeah.
That still doesn't matter. They can,
Yeah, until the gates open. I mean, Larry, we're against that. We're totally against that.
Their gates open. We can't, Dave Portnoy made a point today. He's like, make it 5 minutes, because he was like, by the time we see the 2-minute stuff, we got 45 seconds.
You got to scramble, yeah.
And then
I agree with that. That's fine. That's a good suggestion.
And the online sites cut us off, as you know. The race is not off. We're like, why can I not bet? The other guys.
Well, because they're delayed a little bit.
Yep.
Let me keep rolling through. Dan H, perfect attendance continues. If you're still on vacation, hope you're having a blast. Thanks for joining us, Froggy Mushroom. Happy Sunday to you. Dan H, double is a heavy 9-3, but open hearing a long shot. Okay, we're going to talk about that in 1 second. All right, Nick put his play in. All right. Thanks for sticking around, Nick. Jeff Soto, woohoo. Hope you're alive in that pick 3. I did respond to your ex, but he's waiting for Ciaran's winners. You might be waiting a long time, dude. Just kidding.
This is my single today. I got some rare Irish whiskey here. So you know what I'm betting. That's my single today.
What brand is that? I couldn't see.
Kilbeggan. Very hard to get. I don't even think they make it anymore. So I'm actually drinking this today. I'm going into the Irish whiskey. How do I not bet that one?
Yeah, Ciaran lost his pick 3, so he couldn't afford to buy a new bottle. He had to scrounge all the way in the back of the bar to find.
I could probably sell this on eBay for a lot more money than drinking it.
I bet. I'm just punking you, of course. All right, Ciaran. Well, how are we starting off this leg? I put your plays up. Walk us through race 8. It is a low level 12-5 maiden claimer, 5.5 furlongs on the main track. I thought this was a 2-horse race, but mostly a 1-horse race. What did you think?
I thought it was pretty wide open, and then I went Irish whiskey. I'm all in on the name, of course. Because I know you were going to. But I said, if this horse runs in the evening like it runs in the morning, the race is over. Top pick, Slancha, and then Frank's going to have to do some shots. I mean, I know it's early for you. You just woke up 12 minutes ago, I think. So
I've been up watching football all day, by the way. I'm drinking some just some good old fashioned drinking bourbon, a little Jim Beam in my Kentucky Derby glass.
I mean, my notes for this race were, we got, 3 to 5 year old maidens who hate to get their picture taken. And over a third of the time, the horse is 5 to 1 or more. So I was like, I mean, there's some logical ones, like number I mean, I don't. You got to bet the favorites here, but I was trying to beat them, if that makes sense.
No, it never makes sense when you say that, but you say it all the time.
I know.
It makes sense to you and you only, and that's why you're Ciaran Thornton and I'm not. I thought the 9 was a standout, and I thought the 5.
I really agree. The 9, but another jockey. I mean, my 9 notes were drops in class, KK. Right. I'm just not. If we were back east, it might be different. I don't know. I should keep track of this. These 1 week off horses on the West Coast don't seem to perform like they do on the East Coast, if that makes sense.
You mean the ones that are coming back in a week?
Yeah, like the quick turnaround. I think the only trainer I would ever bet it on is Miller, and then that's a coin flip to it.
Doug O'Neill does that sometimes too. Steve Knapp will do it sometimes. Which horse are you talking about on the quick turnaround? The favorite, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. And I mean, Diego to KK, and a lot of people will say that's an upgrade. I'm like, no. I mean, KK is 0 for the last 8 for Yakteen, who's 0 for 6 blinkers back on, 0 for 3 dropping multiple classes. So this is one. I thought the 9, I had to use it because I'd be mad, but I think it's a throwaway horse. Like if you could find reasons not to bet this favorite, I thought you had it, but it's not a really good race either.
Well, let's let me just look at the money for a second. So in this leg, if you had the winner of race 7, the double paying off in this leg, the favorite is the 9, 37.20. The second choice would be the 5 at $60. So that's double. That's the 9 should be a pretty heavy favorite. And then the 7, your Irish whiskey, along with the 4, are both at around $89. So it looks like it's just a 4-horse race, but mostly a 1-horse race based on the action and the way the computers are betting this horse in the win pool.
I just thought it was a really tough race. And I mean, when I found Irish whiskey and I had a reason to do it, I was like, this is one of these races. I'm going to hammer it. And I didn't hammer it. Oh, actually, I did hammer it. I mean, I've got my weirdest kind of bets, and it was one of these things where I go, if I'm out, I'm out. If I'm not, I'm not. Chalk, I don't think is going to pay a lot here. What's the chalk paying on this?
Yeah, we're going to look at that. So you're using the 5, the 7, and the 9 in the first leg, right?
Yeah.
So, and what about in the nightcap? The 2 is the favorite in the next leg. The 9-2 combo.
I'm going 2, 3, 6, 8, 11 in the next. I thought the next race was going to be one of those where the chalk's going to win or it's going to be a price. And I was like, I got to take a stand because even if I bet it heavier than I should, I'll probably lose money. So I may as well lose money and hope for bigger pay.
Tell me who you have with the 7 in this leg, and I'll tell you the probable.
I've got 7 with 11 for $20.
$340.
So I got it 4 times.
That's pretty good.
And then I got 7 with 2, 3, 4, 6, 8.
Okay, 7-2 is 224. 7-3 is 146. 7-6 is 447. And 7-8 is 355. They're all really good.
And then my saver bet, if you would say, is 5-9 with 4, 6, 8, 11.
Looks like the 4 is out of the next leg.
Oh, it is. All right.
Do I have the right horse there? 1, 2. Was it Bandolero who's out?
Oh, yeah. Bandolero got scratched. That's sad. At least I get some refunds.
Yeah, well, you don't have to spend as much money. So 5-9 with 4, 6, 8, 11. Let me see who's paying the least. So 9-6 is 172. 8 is 105 and 11 is 135. They're all still pretty good with the heavy favorite in this leg.
Yeah, and that one I thought was like a cover bet because I didn't use it with the chalky chalk. What I hoped was, and I sent you my notes, I was hoping the 13 would draw in, but I guess even with the scratch, the 13 did not draw in. So that was probably going to be one of my live bet shows.
Yeah, the 13 didn't get in.
Which is surprising, but
so you get to save some money. Let me put up my plays. But let me roll through the comments again real quick. Hello, guys. Thank you, Mr. Guitar, for joining us again. Stephen D., good luck to you as well. Yeah, let's get this late double. Mr. Guitar is alive to the 4-7 with the 3-6. So he doesn't have either of my two horses.
Yikes.
He does have your Irish whiskey, right? And Dan H., good luck. Dave Weaver likes the 1-4-7 with the 3. Well, he's off my 5 and 9 as well. Interesting. I am all about the 3 in the last leg, though. So let me put up my plays here. I'm heavy, $50 double, 9 with 3. Can you tell me what that pays? Do you have the probable up there, Ciaran?
Yep, I will.
9 with 3. I'd have it 10 times.
10 times. All right, let's have a look. Same probables. 9 with 3. $99. That can't be right, but that's actually...
Well, they're hammering the 2.
That's a great price, actually.
And then I have... that's wrong. I put 5-9. That's supposed to be 5-3.
And then the 5 with the 3 is paying $291. Interesting. Your pays are actually pretty good on this favorite. Usually I would have hammered it, but I guess if Irish whiskey was not in this race, I probably would have singled 9 all the way to Sunday. You know what I mean? Just done it.
Yeah, I also have some savers there, Ciaran, with the 9, but I mean the 9 too. I'm going to lose money. I'm probably not even going to play that combination. $30. I mean, that's terrible.
Yeah. Actually, 9 with 30. How many times?
No, I had done that as a saver. I was only going to do it once, but I'm not going to. I'd have to up the amount, and I'm not sure I want to.
No, that might be one where you just whatever the DTL crew tells us, we do that one. You know what?
Yeah, I might just let the horse beat. Yeah, it's so funny. When did Bandolero scratch? Because we both missed that, and I checked the scratches before I put them. I checked them.
Like my notes on Bandolero, Ricky for Urton, they're 0 for 5. But how do you not bet Urton right now? Because he's just blinkers off, like he's doing everything under the sun.
Well, it doesn't really matter anyway because that horse is out. So in this leg, I need obviously I want the 9 the most, but I also have the 4, the 5, and the 7. In this leg, Ciaran has the 5, 9, and 7. So we're very, very similar. Let's see if there's any plays up there by the DTL crew. Here's Junior. Hello, all. And Junior, by the way, thanks for all that info on that Spanish language stuff we were talking about. We'll circle back when we have a little more time. I really appreciate your emails to us on that. But he's 4, 5, 9 with 2.
Well,
okay.
Let me throw something out here, Frank. I like the 11 in the last race. On paper, looks like nothing. I'm going to read off what I wrote. John Metcalf, 15-1, blinkers off. JJ rides for Lewis. I thought, no way this horse is going to be over 10-1 in this race, which I thought the last race was a bad race. And I went, ask yourself, why is JJ riding this horse in this race? And he's ridden for Lewis twice. He's 1 for 2. There's nothing that says this horse should win, but JJ shows up. So I would not toss the 11 in the next race.
Yeah, I have the 11 on my backup ticket as well. I'm with you. I think the reason why JJ shows up on a lot of Craig Lewis horses is because Craig Lewis is one of the first guys who really put him on a lot of live mounts when he came down from Golden Gate. So there is a sense of loyalty there.
But Lewis makes the call, like we've talked about a lot of times.
No, I'm not knocking your suggestion.
Like, when he makes the call, he's like, we got a really good chance here. I know it looks like crap. Tell your agent when he looks at it, he's going to go, no, you're not riding that horse. And you go,
correct. Yes.
You have a chance.
That's what I mean. They have a relationship. So even though JJ is loyal to Craig Lewis, Craig's a smart guy. He's not going to waste JJ's time unless he thinks his horse has a chance, as bad as the horse might look on paper. So I am with you. That's why I had that horse as a backup. But
and that might be one where if you can get, I mean, let's look at what the favorite's paying into that. The favorite right now is who?
It's the 9. So the 9, what number? 12 or 11? 9, 11?
11. 9 with 11 is paying
140.
That's great in this late double. You know what I mean? Like if you're a believer with a chalk into a, he's not getting bet down right now.
Who, the 11? The 11 is taking money. The 11 is 1, 2. The 11 is the 4th choice in the double pays. Actually, 5th choice. So taking a little bit of money, but isn't going to take enough money where he's not value. I mean, he's still going to be good value.
And that's why I kind of had a saver bet with him with the 5-9, if I'm wrong, and my Irish whiskey.
Oh, speaking of Irish whiskey, do you actually have a cogent case for betting the horse, or are you just betting the name?
No, I already gave my reasons. Like the horse, if you look at the workouts, this horse burns up the track in the mornings.
Okay.
I mean, we got a 1 of 15, 47-second work last week, a 35-second work at SLR. I mean, first of 58-second, 59, 1 minute.
Let me ask you this, Ciaran. Sorry to interrupt, but and I'm only asking this because you've brought this up where you've been against a horse. So those works were at San Luis Rey. Does it bother you that this horse has not had a spin over the Santa Anita surface? In fact, has never even run here. Does that concern you at all?
But this is a trainer who does not have a barn that's Santa
right.
Anita.
That's true.
That's true. Which is one of those things like, and if he did have a barn here, he'd be like sharing it with one of his buddies, if you know what I mean. So,
you know what, Ciaran, that is an excellent point. If that were another trainer like a Glatt or, you know, a Sadler or a Hess who has, a sizable stable.
I mean, he's
at
had
Santa Anita
23 races this year, this trainer. So he's not getting, and as big as the barns are, they can't get space. You know what I mean? So unless they got
that's a great point.
Times where I'm just like, yeah, I'm okay with it.
No, that's why I asked you. And that's an excellent reason that I did not even consider. Why would he ship the horse to Santa Anita for one workout and then ship the horse back to San Luis Rey? The horse is stable at San Luis Rey.
Burton or one of the big trainers who have half the stable, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, they're not confident in this horse, you know? Or Phil with a dirt horse who didn't race over Santa. Yeah. But some of these small stables, they can't get a spot here.
Mr. Guitar wants no part of the 5 or the 9, which really worries me. He's all about your 7, and he also has the 4. I give the 4 a little bit of a shot, but, I thought that race was a little flattered based on the race shape. Came running late. It was low sal. Not as good as the races the droppers are coming out of, but did finish up well. That horse absolutely has a shot.
I actually looked at that horse, and this is another one. I'm going to talk him into the winner's circle. Any other jockey, I would use it.
You're off Franco?
Yeah.
I mean, Ciaran is on and off jockeys more than, I don't know. I was going to say something blue, but I won't. But, but anyway, they're at the gate. They're about to go. Good luck to everyone. Oh, somebody broke through the gate. The 3. 54 to 1 shot's going to screw everything up for everybody.
Which ones? 3?
The 3, yeah, the 3 broke through the gate. Everyone.
All the sequences are going to get hammered now.
Well, looks like they got the horse pretty quickly.
The person who wins on that gate scratch is going to be the same CAW that won the Keeneland 356K.
I saw that.
And what's sad is back literally last year, who was the guy who hit that? You know what the consensus is now? Which CAW got that one?
Well, yeah, that's what the funniest thing is that the East Coast, the East Coast has been living under a rock. Like all of a sudden, everybody's in an outrage.
Like what?
This has been going on for years, people.
And these guys still won't bet out here. And we're like, you got the late double and the late pick 3, where we can see what they're doing. Low takeout, higher price, and the pays are pretty good when you get chalk. Like we get chalk here on a double, Frank, and we're getting like $80-$90 for the $5. You get chalk at Keeneland, you're getting like $11 or $9, and they're like,
hold on, they're off here. Let's watch the race, and we'll come back.
Whiskey racing 4 lengths clear of Tame the Tiger. Kiddo Light is down at the rail. Then bang and a boom and another 3 to Always a Miracle. They move into the far turn, and the 2 favorites are dominating with Seattle Surf just in front. Beneficial pressing hard, and Beneficial is now up to take the lead with less than 3/8 of a mile to go. At the rails, Seattle Surf is trying to counter in second, but is now a full length behind. Irish Whiskey is a clear-cut third.
Come on, Patty.
They're followed by Far Overloaded and Cancun Native. They turn for home. Beneficial in front. Seattle Surf 3 lengths back in second, followed by Irish Whiskey. Down on the inside, Far Overloaded. They're coming to the 16th hole, and Beneficial is well on his way to victory. It's Beneficial, far too good. Nice battle coming up for second behind Beneficial, who's...
It's easy when you're good.
Well,
man, I can't take credit for a 4 to 5 shot, but I did.
What
think
horses
that
are you on, Frank? Because you have stage fright. You cannot win live. Only when you post your picks the day before on dead days.
I just had that one. I have a $50 double cooking, dude.
To who? So we can be off the next horse.
To the 3 in the next slide.
Oh, the 3 is done.
I might have some savers too. I'm gonna look, but hold on, real
The
quick.
3 is done in the next race now.
No, real quick. Here we go. Mike T. I think this might be Mike T's first time in the chat. Thank you for joining us. He's 9-8-12. That's still alive. He missed on the first leg. How about this? Stephanie Wedge. Stephanie, thank you for joining us. Stephanie, very prominent owner and been around the racetrack a very long time. Always root for her and Jeff Bondi's horses. Good friend too. So nice to see you, Stephanie. Thanks for joining us.
Bondi has some live horses. Like when he has something running, find reasons to bet him. It's in my head. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, he had that horse the other day that knocked us out before we were smart enough, knocked us out of the double. That like $50. The horse paid like it was like a $90 horse or something.
But when we went back and looked, we're like, if we
I
had
know,
a little
we were
bit more
idiots.
money to spend, we absolutely would use that horse. You know,
We're idiots. Dan H is alive. 9 to the 3. Okay, for $40.
Well, he's the chalk. The chalk lives. The Frank crew.
Coming from a guy who goes, I didn't. I wanted to beat the chalk, but I ended up using him anyway.
Actually, it's going to be interesting to see what this try pays. 4 to 5. We got Beneficial, Irish Whiskey, and
number 7, Irish Whiskey, third 5, Seattle Surf,
sorry.
fourth, number 4.
I mean, our picks finished first, second, and third.
Yeah, but you know what that means? That means there's going to be
$3 trifecta.
Exactly. You read my mind. It's a $3 trifecta.
And I mean, I've been talking to some gamblers, and they're like, "Yeah, my bet is the exacta and the try." And I'm like, "Stick to the exacta. Whatever you're betting on the try, push it to the doubles, the late double." I mean, and then they're like, "Yeah." And then when I see them like a month or so later, I was saying this at Del Mar, they're like, if I'd done that, I'd be so up on my ROI. Oh,
hold on. Oh, having technical difficulties here. It says my battery is low, yet it's plugged in.
So Frank got stuck in his tin can string.
I might need another charger. I might need another charge. Oh, there we go. Hold on. I'm all right. My battery was running out of juice and it was plugged in, so I panicked. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Just so you know, guys, laptop has Windows 2008 or whatever it is. I don't know what it is.
Well, what happened? We put the tip jar up so people could help me upgrade my technology. Are you kidding me? I've got backups on backups. I've got studio lighting. I've got a freaking microphone. I've got a webcam. I try to do it all. I try to put on the most professional show possible, and yet somehow, at least once a week, I end up looking like a clown.
In the ninth scratch,
Oh,
4, 13, and
the
14,
try wasn't
23 minutes to post.
horrible, actually. $23. I mean, that used to be
How much?
it paid $23.
That's not horrible.
Back in the day, that'd be like a $32, $35 try. You know what I mean? When the robots weren't.
What was that for?
sucking up
50 cents or $1?
Oh, this is $1, so it really is bad. That's
Yeah.
right. I'm thinking.
Okay, I thought you were saying 50 cents. I'm like, that's not bad
No.
for 50 cents.
No, that's pretty bad again. That's why I've really gravitated away from those bets. Sad.
So, Ciaran, you made fun of me for using the 9, but you use the 9 yourself.
I said if Irish whiskey was not in there, that would have been one of my. I'm firing
But
away.
You're alive. You use the 5 and the 9 on your backup.
I'm alive for a bar tab that you're going to pick up next week.
Go ahead.
All right,
5, 6, 8, 11.
So you're alive to who?
No, you're alive to the 6, 8, and 11. So the will pays to the 6, 205.
Not bad.
8, 138, and 11, 90. So you won't lose too much money. That's not bad, actually.
And
you're probably in a better position than I am, because if my 3 doesn't win, I'm probably going to lose it all.
But you have it 10 times, 420, which is actually, you know what our magic number, when I was looking back at all our wins since we started at Del Mar, our magic spot is about 320 to 400 plus. So you're in the magic spot to hit it. And then I got to listen to you for the next week. Oh, my God.
I am not nearly as insufferable as you are. I mean,
I don't say anything.
You're like an LSU fan. You're not only a sore loser, but you're a sore winner, too.
I replied to your text where you're like, oh, my God, Ciaran actually put his picks out there yesterday. He sucked. But my pick that I hid.
But you know why I love you? Because you retweet it. You actually repost it.
Of course. Why not?
Hey, you got to wear it, right? You got to be able to dish it and take it. And we both do. You criticize me,
we're
too.
We're not the guys who do. Well, there's 9 horses in this race. Number 1 is my top pick. I'm going all in on it. But my B's are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the next day they go, well, our B's won the bet.
I think you just described you. I think you described yourself here.
But I actually hit it, though, and make money.
No, that's true. That's actually true. You actually do bet it. You bet it multiple times. Let's check in with the DTL crew before we talk a little bit more about this race. Mike T said that the try was $46.80 for $2.
Yeah, still, that's not.
Cat ate my form from Canada. I missed posting what he said before, but he said he was doing a something straight up like Paula Abdul. So that's where the straight up now tell me, is it gonna be you and me forever? Ow, ow, ow.
Frank, did you
I love that song, by the way. Guilty pleasure. Not ashamed to admit it. Even though I'm wearing Guns N' Roses.
Matt Miller won in the
Money Media
Breeders' Cup tournament by picking numbers.
He ran first and second. He went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then he went like half 6s and half 7s. And he ended up running 1, 2.
So when I read that yesterday, I was doing some feeders. I was like, I don't feel like handicapping cards. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to use number 4s because Arrakis was number 4 and he won all his races. So I went 4 across the board and came first and second in both the feeders. I couldn't connect in the main one. So, yeah. I mean, it's the live money stuff, but I love how he's calling out the hypocrisy of these tournaments somehow.
Well, that's why guys who have like 18 tickets under other people's names can win these things because it's. I'm not saying there's no skill involved, but I kind of am based on match results. Totally random.
It's random as live money is where it is. I mean, and the live money, like the winner of the Breeders' Cup does not get an Eclipse Award, but the guy who throws darts on the NHC does. Right.
No, you're right. I mean, Matt proved it's got to be devastating for a lot of people. I've done that too. Like I'll some of those free NHC.
I do all the time.
I just play random picks, whatever. I'll play the same jockey. I'll play whatever it is. And more often than not, I mean, I've never won doing that, but more often than not, my score's not too bad.
Which NHC should be going, I can't believe he's saying what we always do. And
not only that, Ciaran, but that was in a 10. He's done that in
multiple
contests with 150 players. He's done it in contests with 10 players. It's just insane.
And then it's where these guys are like, when they have the pick and pray live, which is what my biggest gripe was, I'm like, oh my God. So you don't even have to, you just throw darts in the last race. The amount of times I've lost a Breeders' Cup seat or an NHC seat being in the lead to the last race, and everyone picks the 50-1 shot. I mean, my best story was 2 years ago at the NHC. I went to see San Diego State basketball play on that last chance, first chance.
Yeah.
I was in third place, guaranteed everything, left. The favorite got DQ'd on the finish line, like bumped a horse at the finish line to a 30-1 shot that everyone doing it live picked.
Of course. So
and
the horse was really 8-5.
And I went from getting handicapping great all day long to getting nothing.
Yeah. But, you know, I mean, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. I forget who it was. You know, you've been on the right side of those too sometimes. You know, so.
It's more often to the other side. Like I forgot today. I don't pay attention sometimes, and I jump in. I'm like, oh, it's a live pick and fray, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna watch. Gone.
Yeah, I prefer the pick and praise over the lives just for that
live
reason.
Is just like the amount.
But then again, but Matt showed us yesterday that it doesn't really matter what the format is,
which is great. Maybe it makes more people play the live money tournaments.
That would be nice. So now Matt has like, I don't know, he probably has
15 entries. And he's got
I mean, no, Matt's so good.
Of like 400 other entries.
No, Matt doesn't do it like that. He's a straight up guy. But he probably has more than two, so he'll end up making even more money because he can sell one. But anyway, Mr. Guitar, yeah, chalk as usual. Not good when they're winning at a 45% clip. Greg Shelton.
We were actually talking like the way they're setting up these races at Santa Anita, if we were to tell them something in the fall or the new meet, make them way
constructive.
Make them put the crappiest hard races you can late in the card, and you will drive your handle up. We saw it at Del Mar.
Yeah, it's been a lot different than Del Mar. The Del Mar, the last three races were tough, real tough.
These ones, they're letting people get a free spot, which is like diluting the pool, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's absolutely making sense.
But I mean, make it much harder. Like we had this last race, which we thought was wide open. No.
All right, let me roll through the comments and we'll talk about this last race, Ciaran. What do we have? 15 minutes. Greg Shelton, 9-3 for 20, 9 with 6-11 for 10. All right, well played. Got some good coverage, even though the favorite won. Oh, Nick. Okay, you're still around, Nick. Good to see it. Live to the 6, 7, 8 for 10, 12 for 15, and 2, 3, 11 for 20. All right, you've got some.
The JJ horse is getting hammered, of course.
You've got some coverage there, too. Well, what is it? What's the price?
Down to 9-2. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that, Ciaran. That like morning. That just shows you when you let a computer do the morning line and not a person, they know nothing about the circuit, right? So they don't factor that into the price.
Is that the CAW computer making the morning lines now?
No, that's Horse Racing Nation, which I really like, and Ed DeRosa and some of his people, and I like Ed a lot too. They put a program together and they've been doing the morning lines for Santa Anita for probably the last year and a half. I didn't think it was that bad in the winter spring meet. But this meet, we've seen a lot of bad ones.
Yesterday was really bad. Sumter, I was like, I thought we'd still get 3-1, and we did not. Which was
well, not only that, Ciaran, but remember the other day the Papa Padromo horse, 15-1, went off at 5-2, and won like a 1-5 shot.
Destroyed them.
Yeah,
and it's not like
won like a 1-5 shot.
Back in the day, we would love that in the sequences because we'd be like, oh my god, no one's on this. But now in this day and age, the robots are all over it, and we get paid nothing.
Yeah, because their algorithm's a lot better than the morning line maker's algorithm. Brooklyn John loves Peterson's horse in this. Oh wow, what a gift! You'll have to let us know. I actually X'd that horse. Ciaran, anything to number 7? What a gift, the Dean Pedersen horse.
Let me see. I did not look at that horse.
That was a good debut, but it was against maiden claimers. I'll let Ciaran look while I roll through the comments. Nick Sievers, a $2 win place contest.
Like
Brooklyn John, Giants game was incredible. Down to 25.
I gave that
I
jockey.
had Denver laying the points. Ugh.
I've given that jockey a couple of chances, so I'm off him. So he'll probably win for you. The fact that I'm off.
Shout out to Evan Topol, who just qualified for the Breeders' Cup. I think he finished in the top 10 last year, and he got a seat today. Congratulations!
Oh.
And look at this. He's watching our show, Ciaran. These are the kind of players we cater to, the smart guys.
This is the first time I've not been in the BCBC in years.
Well, you have a week left to qualify, man. Let's do it. He's alive in the pick 6 to the 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12. Wow. Good for you. We're going to lot to root for here. Nick Sievers won a Keeneland seat for next Saturday. All right. Well, good luck. Let's get it on. Yeah, LD, Juan Hernandez. That's what Ciaran was talking about with Craig Lewis.
No, my notes were, if he's on this horse, upgrade, like, hopefully we get paid, but I don't think I'm getting paid for having him. Let me see.
Yeah, let's look at some of the probables here.
The
will pays.
I'm 5-9 to the 11. I'm 5-9 to the 11. 5 to the 11 is...
No, you're dead.
90.
The 5's
dead. I lose money. So they knew. Like, they knew.
The 11 is 90, paying $90.
Yeah. Horrible.
Yeah, but you knew that. You said you didn't really want to bet the favorite. That was a saver bet for you.
Yeah.
That was a bankroll preserver. There is a world in which you hit and lose money.
Like the last.
And I miss and lose all my money. You're going to lose less than me. That's what it's going to come down to. Because that's the kind of luck I have when I'm against you on this show.
I'm day 4 of hitting the pick 3s and doubles and losing money since I hung out with you at Santa Anita. Like, when you talked me into that crazy caveman bet, I've lost money and I've won every damn bet, which is annoying as hell. Like,
you know what, Ciaran, you're right. Ever since we did that, we went spread. It's been all chalk all the time.
I got scantonied right now, and it's scantonied. I got scantonied.
How about Nick Sievers? He took what everyone here said and weighted it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Nick. That's what this is all about.
I will say.
We do the same thing.
People are like, I have my favorite handicapper on Santa Anita's website. I'm like, dude, read everyone's picks. Like, do your analysis.
No, do not.
And then go back and
read everyone's picks.
These guys like this, and this.
No.
And Frank says no.
You do not read everyone's picks. Why would you waste time reading picks from someone who you don't want their opinion?
There's only like
99% of the people out there. I don't want to hear what they like because that's going to mess me up.
You got to do your analysis.
I only begrudgingly listen to you because you're my co-host. Like, and I do that under protest.
There's a number of times where I go, "Oh, Frank really likes the 3."
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Double weight. Everything but the 3.
Right, you do it for spite. There's a big difference. But no, here, Ciaran's actually right. Like, if you've been around the game enough and you've read a lot of people and seen a lot of picks, you need to handicap the handicapper, and that's very important. I'm sure there are people out there who are like, I love Frank and turf routes, but when it comes to a 5-die maiden claimer 5.5 furlong, he's a toss. He's an auto toss. And you know what? I'm not offended by that. There are some things I'm better at than others.
My dad would go through it. There'd be like 5 or 6 handicappers on Santa Anita's website, and he would write down each race what they liked. But he had his stuff done earlier. He's like, I like the 1 in this race. He's like, oh, none of these guys like the 1. They like the 2. I'll add the 2. You know what I mean? That kind of adjustment. And then that's win.
Fine. But you're talking about looking at people whose opinions you at least respect a little bit. There's a lot of white noise out there, Ciaran. And if you looked at everything, your head would spin.
Stay off Twitter unless you're like retweeting our posts.
There you go. Exactly. All right. Texas Terry, go Evan. Congrats. Cat ate my form from Canada. Big deal. Congrats, Evan. Love to see the love for Evan there. And we're going to root for you in that pick 6. Mike T, horrible post, but I think the 12 is interesting if he can clear.
Let me see.
Did we talk about the 12 here? Call him it. Yeah.
I actually looked. I was hoping the 13 would get in, but
I agree with you, Mike. I think Arantes is going to go hard.
and he
The
already
same
won a
thing he
race.
did last time.
He's run a couple
What?
of races since he lost his bug, so the bug is not mattering, which is a good thing. He's riding even harder.
I just think with the rails at 0 and all the way out there, was risked for the tag, gave up the ghost last time with the weight break. Even though it's a flow downgrade for me, had super slow fractions and still couldn't get the job done. I'm not going to talk you off the horse, but that horse was not my kind of play. I was hoping that horse would take money so I could try and beat the horse. Yeah, bet and half off the morning line, 10-1 to 5-1. But you know what? Yaktin's an excellent trainer, and you're right. If Arantes can clear and set an easy pace, I mean, we're not dealing with, super horses here. These are 2-year-olds with, hardly any form to go on.
Really bad race.
Mr. Guitar is going to play a trifecta. Speaking of the 12, look at that. Talk about groupthink. 12 with 367 with all, 367 with 12 with all. All right, good luck. Nick Sievers, AI has been very helpful. Wow. Interesting. Do you use ChatGPT or what do you use? I mean, let's face it. This is kind of the future of the game, right? If it could save us a lot of time, if we put the significant data in and they spit out and make sense of it all.
Back in the day, you had to go to like 12 sites to find what everyone did, write it down,
He just said, look, he said the same thing as you. Nick, saves me a bunch of money on yellow legal pads. I don't have to write everything down and keep it organized.
Yep.
I love it. Look at the DTL crew, way ahead of the curve. Who needs
So here's my
CRWs
notes.
when you can just
let me go through my notes
GPT?
in this race, Frank. So I said,
go ahead, let's go.
Number 2, booked clubhouse. Frey from McCarty. Drops in class. No work since the last race. Saver bet for me,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Is that how the Irish say McCarthy? McCarthy? And McCarthy?
Number 3, unrivaled. Diego. Top closing kick last out. Bandolero scratched. Off the bench, I will say this. Off the bench, KK rides for a tiny stable I'm not aware of. I don't know the stable. Blinkers out or blinkers off. Routes for the first time. I actually said on my notes here, actually, for the number 8, I'm not sure in this race why the 8 is 8-1 on the morning line. I thought it would have been lower. So,
let me tell you about that stable. He's a Northern California guy, Ciaran. He's been around the game a very, very long time. Very capable trainer. I've liked him for many years.
I'm not familiar because I didn't really bet.
Yeah, but I'm telling you now, like, you're not losing anything. He's a good trainer.
No, and at number 8, doing time, gets a 5-pound weight break. Top early, mid, and late speed. And I will say that's one of those criteria. I really love stalker horses, if you know what I mean. They can be in the front. They can be up in the front. They can be in the middle. The 8 is the kind of horse I really like. Like if JJ was on this horse, I would have singled this and be pounding money on it. And what are we getting on the 8 right now? Oh, 9-1. That's actually not a bad price. Yeah.
Yeah, the horse is not being bet by the computers. I didn't like that horse. Horse has already shown what the horse can do. Had the 5-pound weight break. Can't get the job done. Those are suck up wins.
I'm going to upgrade this horse right now. As I'm doing my try, I got a Frank upgrade. So let me.
Paging Felix Rondon, please report to the winner's circle. Felix Rondon and Alex Bautista, please report to the winner's circle.
I really like the 11, but I'm going to do a trifecta box. I'm going to do 11, 8, 6, and I got to throw Diego in, but I don't.
Do I need to type this out? Do you want me to type this out for you?
Yeah.
How much you doing it for?
Just $1. It'll be like $24.
Okay, $1 try. What are your numbers?
I'm doing 11, 6, 8, and I'm trying to figure out who I use, the 3 or the 2. Oh, the 2's actually gone favorite.
Yeah, I did actually up that saver bet with the 2.
You know what?
What?
It's against my 3 was Frank's bet, so I'm gonna have to use it. I hope it does. Please do not let me
Why?
lose.
All you do is make fun of me and punk me. Why are you going to use me now? Because you always use me, you sneaky. So
But I sent
sneaky.
my picks out early. Come on. All right. So we're gonna do 11.
Right, but you're like, oh, but I don't have Frank's horse. Oh, I better throw Frank's horse in.
11, 3, 6, 8. $1 try, $12.
That's a box?
Box it. Always. Even when I have a sure thing, I always box it and then I come back and do like a key one.
Key bet, yeah. So that's 4 times 3 is 12 times 2 is 24. Correct?
Let me see if I did the bet correctly. No.
It's a four horse try box, right? For $1.
Yep.
$24.
If you say
All
so.
right, there's Ciaran's Saver try box play.
Mine
As we
shows
like to do, because
maybe
what?
it's new. Mine shows it's
no, you said you're doing it for $1.
Yeah, $1 try box, $12, 4 horses.
4 times 3 is 12, times 2 is 24.
4 times 3 times 1. It's a $1 try box.
No, it's 4 times 3.
All right, let me take
2.
a picture of my bet. Oh wait, I did exacta.
Yeah.
Not try. Exacta box, not try box. Are you saying I should do a try box? All right.
I thought that's what you asked for.
I said I'm not
You want
doing a try.
exacta?
I'm doing.
Oh,
exacta.
okay. I'll do exacta. That's
Which
a
means
horrible
the try's
bet.
gonna come in probably because I've been off the tries.
4 times 3 is 12. There you go. It's very simple. That's a horrible bet. Let's see how bad these are paying.
Not yet. Let's see.
Let's see how bad these are paying, Ciaran. Probable exacta. Give me a combo. 3 what? 2 what give me
3,
something.
6.
Okay, 3, 6, 8, 11. Let's see. Who's the shortest of those 3? Okay, so the 3 on top. The 3, 6 is paying $64 for 2.
That's 32. Okay, I'm ahead.
8 is 49, and the 11 is 66. So half all those.
Yeah.
Those actually aren't that bad.
So I did a bet. I get some interest, and I can say I won.
When my 3 wins, is that what you mean?
Mm-hmm. If your 3 wins, I'm going to do a shot, and I do not do shots. So, like my notes were,
I'll do a shot with you.
If Irish Whiskey had won that last race, my notes were top pick, Slancha, Frank does a shot.
Well, we'll both do shots if Unrivaled Time wins. I thought this horse was a standout. I really did.
I was so on it. I used it, and then when I read your write-up on Sanitia's website, I was like, yeah, I see what you were saying. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, I kind of had it as, I don't grade horses like you guys do, like you and Pete. I kind of had it as a B or a C.
No, that's fine. You have your own way. That's cool.
But it's one of those things, like, if I have it a B or C, and then guys I look at and read really like it, I upgrade them a little, if that makes sense. Like, you can't just
go on
your own
the
thing.
The 3 is freaking out behind the starting gate. The 3 is freaking out behind the starting gate. Thank you very much.
Scatoni in the house.
They just heard you giving me praise, but I read Frank's stuff and sometimes I'll upgrade it, and then the 3 decides to just go berserko. But they are at the gate. Let's see. The 11 is about to load.
The 11 actually.
I also have coverage to other horses, right? 2, 4, 6, 11.
Oh, so you're.
I don't mind the 11. I don't have the 12. I was against the 12. I really think Unrivaled should be the favorite in here. I don't like the antics behind the gate, but I guess we'll see. They're off. Good luck, everybody, especially me.
So JJ has this horse in the front. That's interesting. All right, JJ, why are these guys? 11.86 would be very fine. Oh, come on, JJ. That 12 is done. Come on, JJ. We're going really slow. How is this 12 going to win this race? Come on. Oh, my God. Come on, JJ. Wow. Rocket. That horse did what he was supposed to.
It's easy when you're good.
All right, everyone. Cash out all your accounts. Frank won a double here. The end of the world is
$50
tomorrow.
double, 9 with 3. Ice cold, baby. No, it wasn't ice cold, but it should have been. Those are my 2 strongest opinions.
The world is ending tomorrow, everyone. Love your loved ones. Have some fun tonight. It's over. A meteorite is going to strike us.
Did you say love your loved ones? Love your loved ones?
A meteorite is going to
We
strike
all know
us
Ciaran's
tonight.
plan if the world is ending.
This is the end of the world right now. Frank hit a double. Live on TV. The guy who's camera shy.
Okay, I've never seen you laugh so hard. Look, I made him blush.
I was still, we're live. At least we both win. You made more for the first time in eons.
Terry, I'm taking applications for the president of the Frank Scottoni fan club. Applications are now open. I'm going to savor this moment. Shot time. That's right. Nick Seaver said shot. So here's mine. My 3-1. So where's your shot, dude? Where's your... No, this is bourbon. Here, hold on. You going to make me prove it?
I'm doing mine out of the bottle. Come on. So they know.
Dude, I
Jim
buy
Beam.
bourbon in bulk. Look at the size of this thing.
You know they use Jim Beam to, like, if you've got a scabby knee, you pour it on it. You actually drinking that? Oh my God.
That's right. This prevents scurvy tooth. Our #1 MVP, scurvy tooth, right here.
You don't have anything. I'm going to send you some good stuff. Come on.
I drink good stuff too, but you know what? For this show,
I was going to drink it out of the bottle. You got to put. Oh my God. Although
I am the champion.
I think Frank's working on a Jim Beam sponsorship with that.
I would love a Jim Beam sponsorship. You know how much money that would save us? Look, Cat ate my form. Wow. Even our friends from Canada are surprised that I hit this. There we go, Dan H. Appreciate it. Monster race by the 3. I didn't think the 3 could lose. Rocket. Really? I don't know.
That's actually, I would say, for you guys doing race notes, upgrade the crap out of that horse. Like, he ran like he should have, if that makes sense. Like, for me.
Well, yeah, that's why he was.
I would have done a 9-3
in that race.
I was unsure, if you know what I mean, Frank. Like, usually that's the kind of one I'd hammer. After watching that race, this race next out on the 3, the way that horse won, absolutely put a note on that horse. Like, major upgrade.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. Ciaran, this field was horrendous.
No, but
this field was a bunch of tomato cans.
That come home time and that horse won like you should against tomato cans, as you say. Like, what was the final time? Oh, 11 came second.
I mean, that's like 10 lengths off the. No, it was an optical illusion. I would not. I got to go back and look at the numbers. These are bad horses, man.
So here's the time.
That was just the best of the bad.
Look at the times. 22-4, not bad. I think they ended up being 111, which is not bad for this kind of race. And they went 46 at the half.
He had a pace to close into.
But he closed really. What I'm basing it off, that was visually impressive. The closing down the outside. Visually impressive.
And you know what? I love that. I love when people say a horse was.
And a lot of times, visually
Ciaran,
impressive.
I love when people say visually impressive.
I'm done. I know. I'm washed up.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You're being a gobshite.
Visually impressive.
Visually impressive means everybody saw what you saw.
But when you make your notes, a lot of people forget it next time out. You know, like sometimes you'll read like close strong, but if you didn't have a note that it was like a really impressive thing, I'm one of that public handicappers doesn't say it was a really impressive closing, you might miss it. And you might be getting 3-1 next out when the horse should be 4-5 off the last race against. It's one of these things like we're trying to teach them how to handicap yourself, if you know what I mean. Like
Ciaran,
make notes for yourself.
I respect your race watching immensely, and I agree with you. That was visually impressive. But visually impressive and impressive are two different things. We need to go back. I want to look at the raw splits, and I want to look at the closing time.
I think that closing time was really, really good.
And
Frank.
this,
I'm telling you.
look, there's nobody in this race. But anyway,
It doesn't matter. It flattered the horse, but we talk a lot of times about light bulb races, and sometimes a race like that will really wake up one of these donkeys, if that makes sense. Like, hey,
well, no, I mean that horse was so obvious to me. I mean, came home in under 24 in the debut, going long. I mean, we have a note. Watch the horse, galloped out well with run, whatever. I don't want a red board, but yeah, you know what? Dan H says Frank should just go solo. So,
all right. Well, Dan is bad.
Ciaran, for 2 seconds, I'm going to go solo. Hey, welcome to the Frank Scattoni Double Trouble live show. I used to have a co-host named Ciaran Thornton, but he's really washed up. Just kidding. I can't do it without you, man.
I'm going to look for Dan's. I'm going to delete him from my email list right now. Let me see. I know he's on my.
Dan H is no longer going to get Ciaran's.
Deleted. Delete. He's like the Tron.
Oh man, I thought Italians held grudges.
The red line went through him.
Oh my God. So here, Dan H says the 11 ran really well too. So this is my point, Ciaran. Let's go back. Let's watch it. Yes, it looked visually impressive, but I guarantee you half this field should probably be running for 20K at Los Al. So let's go back. Let's look at the numbers.
I think the fractions were really good. I really think the fractions look good.
All right.
I might
Andrew
be wrong,
Parker, I believe this may be your first time in the chat. Great call. Thanks. Well, thank you for joining us, man. I hope you'll come back. LD, congrats, Frank. Thanks. You're welcome.
Like these donkeys went 46, which is pretty good. And then he came from the clouds. Like Trevor,
135.05. I mean, that's.
But this late kick, I love
like 40 lengths.
Late kick. That's my favorite kind of horse with the late kick. You know what I mean? Like,
that's what I look for. All right. Cat ate my form from Canada. Let's go, Jays. Good luck. I was thinking about this the other day, and correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't the Blue Jays and the Mariners, weren't they expansion teams at the same time? Did they join the league at the same time? I don't know. I was thinking about that. That'd be a cool story.
You know who the number one in the West is? SD.
I know. So I meant to ask you, Ciaran, because we were supposed to have dinner on Sunday, but you're blowing us off for the soccer game. Is this the playoffs? What's going on?
First game of the playoffs. SDFC.
Oh, it is
against the team they just beat 4-0 yesterday. So,
is this how does the MSL playoff structure work? Is it home and home?
You got a best of 3. First
it's
game
best
at
of
home.
3, really? Oh wow!
First game at home, second away, but third at home.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck. I've been to those games. I like them. I support.
You got your own private suite because you won $12 on a bet one time when you bet 800, I think, on that day.
So can we look at the results here?
All right.
What did that double come back? Like 40 something?
42.50.
And Frank had it 10 times?
420. That's our magic number. Like when I was talking to some guys, they're like, I don't want to pay the double. It doesn't pay that much with favorite and favor. I'm like, if you hammer some combos, like the amount of times, Frank, we've had a 4-5 or a 5-2 over a 5-2 or a 3-1, where we've made $300 to $500.
I mean, Ciaran, this is like I'm bragging and gloating like I'm the greatest handicapper in the world, but the reality is it was a 4-5 shot over a 2-1 shot.
Why are you betting anything else? And then, as we know, a lot of these guys are not on like Twitter, horseplay or Twitter, where they're like, burn down Keeneland. And I'm like,
you know, I mean, I hate to say it, like, they're being stubborn to a fault. If they really want to make a difference, show up and support these wagers with your money.
And the
instead of taking your ball and pouting and going home like a little brat, show up and play and support the wagers that benefit you. I mean, I think it's ridiculous.
For the last 10 years, everyone's been going, California racing is dead, blah, blah, blah. But we're the ones.
We're the only innovators.
Leading the charge on the low takeout bets, and no one else is following. They're like, yeah, we'll let the CAWs run wild. Let's just complain. Bet these bets. And Del Mar, Anita did it. Del Mar followed.
Yep.
The other tracks are not doing it. And
Keeneland has done more to hurt. Keeneland has done more to hurt their legacy than when they put in synthetic.
If you told me 3 months ago, everyone would be talking crap about Keeneland, no chance. And now
they're the golden boy. Nobody says anything bad about Keeneland.
They essentially told the world what they think of the average gambler, if that makes sense. Come bet at California. They don't care. Come play here. And when we blow these late double and late pick 3 pools up to like $250,000, $500,000.
Next summer at Del Mar, we're going to reach 500,000 because at closing day, we got up to 350 in the late double pool.
And we're going to start doing these low takeout turf pick 3s and whatnot. You got to bet the bets that are advantage, like where you have the advantage, you know what I mean? My handle is California pick 4. I spend nothing in it anymore. It's all on the double. And I think I won what? Frank, you get to say it. You won more today because I know when I said that at Santa Anita last week, you gave me crap. Oh, what? You almost won 2 in a row, Frank. You got 2 out of the last 3.
No, I'm not keeping score, man. I'm really not. I want everybody to win. That's the kind of guy I am. But let me go back to Nick Sievers. He's with you. He thought that closing fraction was really fast, and the base figures will be big. All I'm saying, Nick, is I want to reserve judgment until I have all the facts. That's all.
No. I will say that looked like when a rack is closed, and you know when you own a horse, you look a lot closer. The fraction just visually looked
Ciaran, you told me Explorer was going to be the next flight line when she won her maiden at Del Mar. You got to take all the facts after the race. Anyway, let's move on. Yes, remember to tip your winning handicapper. Here's Nick. It's a 2-year-old. No, I get it, Nick. I do. I really do.
No,
I don't know. Maybe they're going to go back and say, "Oh, the fractions are wrong." I want all the data. I just want all the data. That's all. Dan H, love you guys. Bromance. It's a one-sided. Karen's had a crush on me for years, man.
What is Frank
I'm
betting?
like a hot chick in high school.
I'm going opposite.
This has been a great virtual relationship. Oh my God, I love you guys. I appreciate you all so much for appreciating our sense of humor.
I mean, we weren't lying when we said we wanted to put on record our crap talking against each other about I won this race.
No,
you
I never said that. I just wanted to have a good handicapping, informative betting show that was groundbreaking. And all Ciaran wanted to do was like, Chris, I just want to get drunk and trash talk Frank when my picks do better than his. And that's the show. And Chris is like, Ciaran, that's not really a show.
what other show live handicap and talk smack about when they go down in flames? You know what I mean? Like most of these, like what, 99% are like on a Monday, they've got the picks for Saturday's show. I'm like, oh, come on. Really?
Right. And everybody agrees with everybody.
And they're like, I'm going to use the chalk with the chalk. And I got this 3-legged donkey I'm going to use versus we're doing it. I'm like,
Ciaran, it turns out that you were so brilliant. You're like Larry David, because that was the whole premise of the Seinfeld thing. When they pitched the show, it's like a show about nothing.
Oh,
this is a show about nothing. It's about Ciaran and Frank just like talking.
And then they come up with like, did you? I know you watched that thing. He's like, yeah, we had no idea what we were doing. It wasn't a show about nothing, but we actually learned how to write the show as we went on, which is what we're doing. You know, like we're kind of adjusting and pivoting.
True.
And
that's true. From those very first days in the sauna in the press box, where it looked like it was it's bad, real bad.
And then we had the best seat at Del Mar, and we got run off by a lawyer.
Bum rush. We got the bum rush
because he wanted
before
to go
the race
home.
was even official.
He wanted to go home at 7:45, and because of the daylight savings nonsense, he was stuck there 10 minutes later. I'm like, oh my God, there's no traffic. What are you worried about? Yeah.
It was a Friday, and the race wasn't even official, and there was nobody there except us doing a live stream, waiting. I think you hit it that day. We were waiting to see how much you won.
That's why we
got the bums rush.
I actually think that was our first big one. It was a 5-2 over a 5-2.
Yeah, it was Almond Joy. I think it was Almond Joy or Vodka Vodka.
Paid like
I think it was Vodka Vodka.
$600, which was crazy. You know, we were like,
I know.
This pay can't be correct for a 5-2.
We just wanted, we wanted to bask. We wanted to bask in our intelligence. And anyway, all right. Ciaran, I love you so much, man. What a great day. Thank you for being a sore loser and winner. No, thank you for being a good sport today. I won't say a word about it. Once this show's over, I won't say anything.
Oh, he will.
I am taking applications for the Frank Scatoni fan club. President, vacant spot. Thanks for watching, everyone. What a great show. So much fun. Nick Sievers, appreciate you coming back. Dan H, OG, perfect attendance, always the man. Everybody else, Scurvy Tooth, best quote of our show. Support the tracks who support you. Don't be like David Portnoy and complain and take your ball and go home. Show up where your money actually matters and can make a difference.
If he went out and said, guys, just bet the low takeout bets.
I know.
Do you know how many tracks would adopt that? And everyone would hammer them. And then the tracks would look and go, the tracks actually love the low takeout bets because they don't have to pay the robots a big vig. So everyone wins. We win, tracks win.
It's just, it's silly to me. Like all of a sudden the light bulb went off for the East Coast players. And instead of going, well, maybe I should reallocate my bankroll to where I have more favorable action. It's like a poker player. It's about game selection.
I'm not playing anymore.
I'm not going to bet. I'm not betting anymore. It's my favorite sport. It's my favorite gambling game in the world, but I'm not going to bet it.
Can someone start like one of those Khaleesi, will he or won't he betting things? And it's going to be like,
dude, you know he's betting 100%. He's freaking betting Charlestown tonight.
I know.
Are you kidding me?
Why I'm laughing about it. We'd already won a money.
All performative. And then he has one of his guys write an article, and all of a sudden everyone's like, Barstool says this is horrible for the sport. Okay, well, there are some solutions. There is a path forward.
When Dave gets focused on what actually is where you make money, if he ever said, bet the low takeouts, watch all the tracks do it. Like the money will come in.
Ciaran, that's why I get so frustrated because I have a lot of respect for Dave. Love him or hate him.
Oh no,
the dude moves the needle. He absolutely moves the needle, and he has a chance to move. He has a chance to move the needle in racing And instead, he says, I'm just going to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up and go home.
And none
Instead
of
of saying, you know what? I'm not going to play Keeneland. I'm not going to play any track that doesn't shut off 2 minutes to post or offer retail-friendly pools that I can at least feel like I have an advantage. He said it on Twitter. I feel like I'm getting mugged every time I make a bet.
I have not bet Keeneland this meet.
Why would you?
I knew I wasn't when I heard they weren't going to do it. After that first weekend when they said what they said, it was almost like a Parks. We don't care. You're going to gamble anyway. And I was like,
right.
I'm not
You
going
have
to
slot welfare. California doesn't have slot welfare, and they're the ones innovating.
And the amount of friends who came back, especially after today, that went F Keeneland, like this last weekend. I mean, I hate to say it. I'm anti-CAW, as they all know. I almost hope we see the Classic.
I know, you said it at the top of the hour.
Where the winner is 3-1 at the post, 2-1, and wins at 1-5 or something like. I really want to see it because these guys are the same. They're like, it won't matter. And I'm like, I'm thinking the robots are going, oh, they already told us it won't matter.
Right. Exactly.
If the CAWs are not fine-tuning the robots to make the Breeders' Cup go, really?
They just hired 10 new Russian hackers to work on this.
I mean, you were saying
there's $1 million trillion in these pools. It's ridiculous.
We talked about it on Friday's show, and you messaged me. Someone said the exact same thing I said. The CAWs with us gambling right now is, I wish I had my card deck right now. I'm playing
Ciaran,
poker.
you said it perfectly.
I got to put my 2 cards up here. And
everybody else's hands are down. You're up here.
And then they go, all right, I'm going to bet every combination where I can't lose. And then the track's going to give me a rebate for doing it. Oh, my God, winner. That's the problem.
And then everyone's going well, they can't win all the time. They can't win all the time. They don't have to. No, they don't. In fact, they lose all the time. I think it's the rebate that keeps them in the game.
What people don't realize is when these robots bet, they're going to go, I'm going to bet $100K in this race. I'm going to spend $100K on every combination.
So I can break even.
And the worst scenario I have is I lose $3,000. That's how they do it. But then,
I lose 3%, but I'm getting 10% in rebate.
But they get worst case scenario, they make $9,000. And then when they hit a monster, they're like, oh, we just made $100K, which makes
they sweep the pool. No, Ciaran, they come in and sweep a $350,000 pool because they know every combination that isn't covered.
And
it's ridiculous. Everyone's like, well, they can't win all the time. They're not trying to win. It's a financial market.
Can someone do a Khaleesi bet where, what do you think Keeneland's is Keeneland going to tell us, like Del Mar, who won that big pick 5 today or pick 6? Odds are no.
I doubt it because,
because then they're going to go, yeah, it was a robot again. Like they're not going to say, like Del Mar would say, it was a single ticket. He bet $12. You know what I mean? Keeneland.
All right, Ciaran, we could talk about this all night, and we're getting worked up.
Oh yeah,
what a good show! Thank you for joining, everyone. We have opinions about this, and we know you guys too, and that's why we love you for coming on here and supporting not only us, but the wagers that we support. We're only going to play in pools where we feel like we have an edge. But before I sign off, there's only one person here in the double trouble combo who's actually going home in trouble, probably for the first time solo.
In I won as well.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you have that saver?
Yes. My saver.
You didn't have the 3.
I did have the 3. What are you talking about? Come on,
Ciaran, you did not have the 3.
I'm 42% sure.
Revision is
I
history.
Had the 3. I had the exact. Let me see.
I'm looking at your bets right here.
5-9.
Maybe you had the trifecta.
Who won
what
the
was
last
the try?
race? Who won race?
The 3, my 3.
Ah, well, whatever. I
No
think
more
Zach
shots
did.
for Ciaran. No more shots for Ciaran. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Well, you lead us off because it's a rare time that I have to say it. If you don't,
I like to play possum a lot on this show just to make Ciaran look good. I know it takes a lot, but every once in a while, Scatoni needs to show up and bring the thunder. I brought the thunder today. We are Double Trouble. I'm Frank Scatoni, the best
Ciaran, I'm going home in trouble.
dynamic duo in the business. Ciaran Thornton. Usually he's the one signing off because he's always the winner.
I'm like, I lost. I mean, I'm just.
You know what? Why don't you just get up and leave and let me do my solo thing? Just get up and leave. Just leave.
Whatever.
Just leave.
I'm taking my whiskey out of here. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching, everyone. You've been watching Scatoni Double Trouble. See you next week.